attention. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's going to be a super quick improv video for my stitching updates. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do a video between now and the end of the month, and I had a small window of time open up today, so I figured I would just leap for it and show you what I have been up to. I've not done much stitching this last week, but before I kind of hit my lull in the stitching department, I had 2 cross-stitch finishes, and so I am ready to display them now. This one is my Quarry Battacor Autumn Sampler, and when I showed it to you last time, I was not quite 5/6 of the way done with it, but I have now completed that, and it is super cute. So the final square that I needed to make was the scissor square, and I also needed to finish the basket that the cat is sitting on. But I think overall it turned out really, really cute. I don't know that I'm going to be able to frame it or finish it, have an FFO by the end of the year. Honestly, it seems like everyone is now pushing for Christmas decorations, so maybe I took a little long in getting this finished. It kind of feels like it's a little late in the game to now start putting these things up, but I'm happy I have them for next year, and I just think it turned out really, really cute. And I'm really happy with that fabric I used. To be honest, I had considered putting like a soda, what is it called? You know, the soda charts with all the cute little kids on it. Well, they had the Renaissance ladies, and I thought of stitching 3 or 4 of those in a row on this. But I think this fits it so much better. I'm really, really happy with that. And I used a little more of this, I think it's 844 of this dark color around the edge. I used more of that than I expected, but my little trick was to go ahead and finish all of the border with it so that I didn't have any inconsistencies in the color of the border, because it's in between and all around every one of these little vignettes. And I used a different skein of it for the 2 scenarios that it was actually present in the picture, because it was also in this bowl and the cat. So it worked out really, really great. I ended up with just a tiny scrid of it left over, but I got it all done, and I think it's just adorable. And then my other finish from last week was I completed all of the cross-stitching on the Norah Corbett Poison Ivy. And again, I was so excited to get in and do the beading immediately on this, but as soon as I found out my picture frame would not fit it, I decided until I find the proper size picture frame, I'm not going to put the beads in it because I really want to frame it immediately. But I really, really love how she turned out. And if you know the original pattern, her back was very, very exposed all the way down, and if you can see this up close now, I altered the pattern so that the dress comes up further up her back, and she looks like it's a full coverage dress. This was my intention all along. I am doing a little tutorial video on how to modify patterns like this. I do not claim to be an expert in explaining my procedure. It's kind of a more of a just do it and show people the finished results kind of a thing. But I'm going to try to do a little tutorial on how you too can kind of learn how to do these pattern modifications, and hopefully I will have that up pretty soon. Now that I have all the stitching finished, there's not really much holding me back in the way of stitching stuff. It's just now that we're in the really busy part of the year with the holidays coming up, I've been so busy that I really haven't even had time to do my normal videos. I've been trying to keep up with a video or 2 a week. I've been so busy the only videos I've been posting lately have been ones that I have from a couple months ago that I forgot about. And so I suddenly realized, oh, I can do something, try to keep my channel relevant to some extent and keep it up to date with something new, even though it's not a brand new video, because I had planned to post the videos before anyway. But yeah, it's been so busy, and I've been very randomly off on these little projects and tangents. I haven't been able to plan ahead of time, so all of my plannings have kind of been thrown about in the wind a bit. But anyway, those are the two finishes. I'm loving both of them. So even though I haven't really been able to do much stitching at all this last week, like maybe a couple hours total in the last week, I did pull out a couple of my older whips and decided to get a little bit of work done on them. Even though I wasn't terribly enthralled with them or excited about it, I just said they need a little bit of love. So they're getting just a tiny bit of my little tiny block of time of stitching. So this one is my Haid, and it's called My Fae Kitty, and this is what it looks like. And this, if I can get it up close enough and it won't go all solar on me, this is where I am at on it. Like I said, it's such a small amount, but this up here is 032 Chronic, so if you can see it up close enough, it is sparkly up in there. So there's a little more there than it looks like. I am just cross-countrying, if that's the terminology. I'm just doing it all over the place, and I'm trying to go one color at a time so that I don't get confused later on. This is going to take me a little while, although she is a smaller Haid, so hopefully not too long. I am doing 2/1 on 18 count Aida, and this is the full stitch except for the Chronic, which is the tent stitch. I figured you'd get just as much glimmer, and no one's really going to be able to see whether it's a half or a full stitch anyway, so that's my plan with this one. Like I said, I've only been able to put in a couple hours stitching this week. And then this is the other one I've been working on off and on. Let me just take it out of the Q-snap so you can see it. This one is my sampler Aux Chats. I'm trying to get this one done. And all the little tiny bits and all those little tiny pictures within the larger picture. And I'm trying to imagine what you can see, because I cannot see through the fabric. But this one's really pretty. I love this floss. This is Threadworks Bleeding Hearts, and as you can see, the maybe you can't see it very well. The variation is really pretty in that one. It goes very rich. I love the rich tone of it, and I'm just using light oatmeal 18 count Aida because it was actually a pretty large picture. I wanted to go as small count as I could handle with my eyes, and 18 count Aida is about as small as I can go. I would love to be able to do 36 count even weaves, but that's pretty hard for me to do that. So if I don't want to stress myself out, this is the way to go. So not terribly much progress, but little bit by little bit we'll get the project done eventually. And I do think this one's very cute. Yes, I am a cat lady. I am an unashamed cat lady. I don't have any cats right now, but I do intend to have one at some point later on down the road. And then my plan for the very near future is to have a new start. And I've been kind of chomping at the bit for a new Mirabilia start, full size, not Norah Corbett Fairy size or Pixie size. I want to do a full size Mira, and the one I've decided to do is Sabrina, if I can get the glare off. I think we all know Sabrina. I've loved her from the moment I first saw her and she was first released. I've always been a fan of the classic films, and I know this one is made off of Audrey Hepburn. So I plan to do this one, and I have this gorgeous piece of fabric set aside to stitch her on. It is a very soft mottled pink by Enchanted Fabrics, which went out of business several years ago. I only ever got one or two of their pieces of fabric and just love it. It's beautiful, and the hand on it is so nice. It just feels like such quality fabric. If you can even see that, I think it's glaring too much, but the modeling is just gorgeous on that. And so I think she'll be really pretty. Hope she will be anyway. I'm just crinkling away, but I think she'll be really, really pretty on that. So that's my plan for my new stitch. Hopefully I can start her within the next week or two. For right now, the next few days are going to be pretty busy, and I don't know for sure if I'm going to have a new start or not, but hopefully by the next video I will, and I'll have some more progress to show you with that. I would like to give you guys one little update on the gift exchange I mentioned last video. I do have my gift exchange partner, and I'm really, really excited. I'm already working on putting together my my package to be sent. I'm super excited. I had to send out some messages because I had multiple people contact me about doing the gift exchange, and I could only do it with one. And so the one I happened to end up doing this with, I did not know this until after we started talking. She has her own Flosstube channel, so I am actually doing my gift exchange with Jillian, and I'm super excited about that. We happen to like a lot of the same things, and then I found out she's also has similar dietary issues as I have, and I didn't know that either until we got talking, so that was kind of coincidental. And so yeah, this is something I've been looking forward to for a long time. Like I said, the last gift exchange I did was a couple of years ago, so this should be fun. I've already been just scouring ideas, scouring stash and websites, trying to see just what to include in my gift, and I'm having fun with it. So that is that. I wanted to thank all who contacted me about it. That was really great of you. And I'm going to be sending out a few Christmas cards, hopefully within the next week or two, to some of you. So that will be a little nice, at least thank you for thinking of me, kind of a gesture. And I thought I would just do that for some extra fun. So anyway, I know this is again another short video. I've been trying to cut them down in length because I used to get all rambly and talk way too much before, and I think people were getting irritated with me. I have tried to kind of minimize my chatter and get right to the point. But there I am about my audiobook. I am coming down to a couple book ideas, and I'll be making that decision within the next few days of which book I will be recording for sure, and hopefully I'll have a new chapter up and recorded for you soon. Hope you guys are all having a great time preparing for the holidays and getting ready for all the yummy foods and the tasty get-togethers and all that kind of stuff. I hope you're having a great week with that. And until I see you next time, take care, have fun, stay healthy, be brilliant, be blessed, and ciao for now.